Well. Good thing I checked if OBS picked up my mic this time. Because it didn't. So that whole intro could have gone without you being able to hear a single word. Just like yesterday. Working microphone, exactly. And if you hadn't reminded me yesterday or told me about it, I would not have noticed. I would have just kept going. So, yeah. Always useful to help streamers out with their audio setups, especially if you cannot hear a word they're saying. I do look less like a fish today. Today I am the reader, because we'll be reading. I'll be reading to you about some people who are trying to get by in post Second World War Japan, in an alternate history sort of timeline, where Japan very much lost the war due to a natural disaster, and America and China just sort of moved in there, took up all the territory, and are like helping out in quote marks. And it's rough for, especially for Japanese people, who make up our cast. Specifically a group of people involved with a cabaret club called Primavera. And there's kind of dabbling in some underworld stuff. So, yeah. On that note, here are the content warnings for this story. So far, because I'm going in blind for this, again, I say this every time, I cannot provide more detailed content warnings until after I've played the episode, which I do on my YouTube page, so go there if you want more detail. If it's, if it applies to an episode, I will add them. If there's nothing there, you're good. This is all we got. So, content warning for Rose Guns Days. Violence and gun violence, racism, sexual content, including references to SA, mostly non-graphic. There will be no visuals for the sexual content, from what I can tell. There are no CGs in this game. It's just the character models and the fight scenes, I guess. I think we would call them fight scenes. They're very detailed. It's just pictures of people punching and kicking. And, the occasional person wielding a gun. So, yes. Also, Cat, good luck with the PC tomorrow. Alright, so I went back through the entire game so far to... because I thought maybe there would be like a way to disable the autoplay for the fight scenes. It did enable the fight scenes, so I now have to do them manually. On the plus side, I'm pretty alright at this. Better than I thought. Not perfect by any stretch of the means, but it'll do. I won't be embarrassing myself. Yet. Maybe soon. Who knows? I hope not. So yeah, this is my fighting game save. Alright. Now while we enjoy the jazzy background music, this is not jazzy. It's, you know what I mean. Let's do a recap. Last time, we left off at Butler, exactly. Specifically last time, I'm trying. I still stumble on the names a bit because everyone's still new. Rose and Richard have been trying to secure some kind of protection for Club Primavera through this guy, Butler, who looks very familiar to Butler from Umineko. You're right. It's by the same author. This one is nowhere near as well known, this game. It also took me years to actually get around to buying it and reading it, so I'm doing that for the first time now. I'm so excited. I already finished a Neko playthrough. It was great. Finished the whole thing on stream. And yeah, then we ran into this dude who looks almost exactly like Butler from Neko, and also shares a very similar name. So that's fun. There's also, like, if you look at his outfit, there's like a shape on there that looks a bit like the one-winged eagle. So that's not a coincidence. This man knows what he's doing. But yeah, this guy is potentially the answer to Primavera's problem with Alfred and other related thugs trying to threaten their business, their lives even. So we spent a good chunk of last episode just sort of rolling around, waiting for this to be resolved. Whether it is resolved or not is what we'll find out today. We also had a pasta gathering, which started out as a way to sort of, well, for friends to meet up, but also to discuss business and stuff and to kind of work together. And eventually, in the future, this will grow out to be, what's the word? Like a whole, man, I cannot think of like a word where a group of people get together to discuss political stuff. But it's something like that. For now, though, it's mostly about eating pasta. Which I will be doing very soon. So I'm going on holiday in like 2 weeks to Italy. Anyway, I'm very hyped about that. I have my tea. I have some stuff for my throat in case it starts hurting from the talking. I'm ready. I'm definitely not stalling because I don't remember what Butler's voice is. The home place of those people you just mentioned. I have to admit, I don't know who you're talking about. But probably yes. They conquered Rome? I'm so bad at history. But then, yes, I might actually go to Rome, I don't know yet. Never been there before, so that'll be interesting. Are you going to Rome? Yeah. I'm more familiar with the mythological side of all that than the actual historical stuff. Because my teachers were not good at keeping my attention or focus on history. I know a lot about Egyptian history though, as I sort of proved during the Pharaoh playthrough. I'm still stalling, by the way, don't mind me. I think I just did my like normal guy voice. The only Egyptian history he knows from Assassin's Creed. I haven't played most of Assassin's Creed, so I don't know how accurate that would be, but it's probably fine. Alright. Let's start. Also, a quick reminder, if there's any like issues with my audio, please let me know. Because I can just, I can adjust things on the fly. If things are too loud or inaudible, I will fix it. Thank you. Hey, it's Stella-chan and Meryl-chan. Ah, Captain. It's been too long since we've heard from you. Without you around, the club's been so dark and dreary. Sorry, ladies. I'll make sure to rub your... God damn it. Every time. You cannot trust this man to show up and be normal. 3 cents. God damn it. I think last time it was, what, 5? He's not like this in Umineko, I swear. He only has like 3-4 comments like that the whole series. Here, he's on screen for 5 fucking minutes, and he's already beaten his own record. Unbelievable. I'll make sure to rub your boobies nice and good today. Yeah. Cool, great. Thanks, Butler. Butler, you pervert. With the 2 girls vying for the spot as Club Primavera's most popular on his arms, Butler sat down on the sofa. Hey, Rose-chan. Long time no see. Welcome to Club Primavera, Captain. Sorry to keep you waiting. I brought an answer for you today. In that case... Part of the reason I've been out of touch so long is because I've been making preparations on my end. I'm certainly not an irresponsible man. So, you're going to protect us? Yeah! Captain, you're so manly. Ugh. You can always trust Lambda to scream as well. Not Lambda in this case. Well, hold on a second. Before all that, I have to correct a certain misunderstanding. It's true that I'm the local manager of City 23's Department of Public Order, but that still makes me a mid-level administrator. I'm not so powerful that I can do anything on a whim. No need to be humble. You can do anything you want to, Captain. Well, it's not that simple. Which means? My superiors and certain members of my co-workers will need to be accommodated to some degree. You catch my meaning. Rose-chan? Yes, I understand. It's not like I'll demand that you give me money. I'll cooperate with you, so I'll ask for a little cooperation on your part too. We're fully aware that such will be the case, if we're in your care. In other words, I'm hoping for an equal relationship. I don't want to be relied upon one-sidedly. I'd like to be able to rely on you all in certain matters. And how exactly would you like to rely on us, Captain? If you're going to be protecting us, then we'd better give it our all too. And we plan on doing that. We plan on supporting you as much as you support us. So, as to that, I'd like to put you to the test with this. As he said this, Butler took a picture out of his pocket and threw it onto the table. Is this a young American? Now there's a gallant-looking man. A friend of yours? He's an American officer, working at our headquarters in City 23. Lieutenant Peter McDowell, a young and earnest man. Is there something the matter? He's been missing for 2 days. He didn't come back on the day after his vacation ended. It's hard to imagine that he deserted. It's possible that he was caught up in some sort of incident. So, you want us to find this person? To be frank, yes. But isn't that a job for the police or the MP? Yeah, MPs. There are some complications. We don't want it widely known. In other words, you don't want the police involved, so you're asking us to find him. That's right. The higher-ups want this pushed under the rug if possible. Why's that? Could it be that this Peter is important somehow? Right again. Lieutenant McDowell himself isn't the problem, but there's an issue with his family. McDowell belongs to a mafia family on the east coast of the American mainland. In other words, the people in his family are VIPs in the mafia? His grandfather's the family don. His father and older brothers are all very high up in the chain, though he himself is an honest man who hasn't gotten involved with the family. He had an interest in Eastern culture and was apparently very emphatic about being assigned to the forces of occupying Japan. When he was, I hear our superiors got a message from the family's boss asking us to take good care of their boy.
So, if he's gotten involved in some sort of incident, that's bad.
Exactly. The higher-ups are going crazy. They want this problem covered up somehow.
It does sound very troubling.
Yeah, it is troubling. However, what if a savior appeared during this troubling time? Philip Butler, with his ties to the City 23 underground, used his personal connections to wrap things up splendidly. If something like that were to happen.
That'd be incredible. Your stock would shoot through the roof.
In that situation, I'd be able to impress my superiors with my usefulness as a contact with the City 23 underground. And as a result of that plan, it'd be easier for me to support Primavera.
In other words, you're testing us. So, you're saying that we wouldn't be worth your time if we couldn't do at least that much?
Yes, basically. Is it a bit too much for Primavera?
No. We'll accept your proposal.
Oh, I thought you'd say that.
We of Primavera will take responsibility and solve this problem for you.
Here's the Umineko bells that I mentioned at the beginning. Gotta love those. I do love all the little tiny references sprinkled throughout. That's very cute. Like the photo shows, he's your typical Caucasian American man. Does he speak Japanese?
Apparently, he can't speak a word of it.
Anything else we know about him? He has an interest in Japanese culture, and would always walk alone through City 23 on his days off.
It sounds like he was interested in everyday Japanese life, so he often walked around in places he could see it.
In other words, he was always hanging around places where poor Japanese people gathered. Even for an American soldier, there's lots of places it's better not to hang around. I see. So, he's a guy who enjoyed taking strolls through unsafe areas. If an American walked around places like that, he'd probably stick out like a sore thumb. If we ask around, maybe we can pick up some info.
We'll start asking girls working at other Primavera clubs. At the moment, our biggest concern is whether that lieutenant is safe or not.
It's possible that Lieutenant McDowell's safety or lack thereof will change the captain's reaction. It won't do him much good to brag about finding a corpse. Precisely. In that sense, this is a race against time.
This is the condition under which the captain has agreed to back us.
Damn him, pushing his biggest problems onto us.
That's right. This is a big problem. But we have to solve it. We have to, so we can protect everyone in Primavera.
I'll pay a visit to my old haunts. The brats and rats wander all over the city. They might know something. In that case, I'll have a talk with some old information brokers I know. We've got American soldiers in trouble. There might be some hidden information to be picked up. Dang, I've got no one to check with. You just try asking around best you can, old man.
I'll go ask some girls in the other clubs. A lady of the evening never forgets the face of a customer they've met once. In that case, maybe I'll let Meryl handle things around here, while I pay a visit to Chinatown.
I see. Miyaju-san. Give him my regards if you see him. Wonder who that is.
If you find anything at all, let me know. I'm counting on you, everyone.
Yeah. Oh. Alright. We go top to bottom as always. Marketplace. A dangerous black market street where thieves and pickpockets are common. However, all sorts of things and money are gathered here, so it's still bustling and filled with Japanese people. Excuse me while I drink some tea. And accidentally toggle my... You know what? I'll leave it on. Why not? I guess my mug for tea looks like me doing the okay sign. Weird. 'Cause that's what I use to toggle my eye patch. It's a little hand gesture thing. Alright. Tokyo, wrapped in disorder thanks to the disaster and frantic reconstruction that followed, reached a peak of chaos with the introduction of new currency. False rumors were spread that Japanese yen couldn't be exchanged for Japanese dollars, and various underground exchange markets appeared. All sorts of things were floating around. Everything from goods illegally obtained from the occupying forces to illegally siphoned humanitarian aids to straight-up illegal merchandise. And avocados. And oranges. And here is the deepest pit in the chaos of City 23. This black market area used to be Wayne's nest. He had joined together with other delinquent boys who made their home here, and had reigned as the boss of them all for a time. The next moment, a mixture of yells and screams rang out.
Stop right there, brats. I'll only beat you half to death, so get your ass back here.
Several dangerous-looking men who appeared to be bodyguards dashed through the crowd, scattering the people in front of them. They seemed to be chasing 4 or 5 boys. To Wayne, it was a common sight in this area. That takes me back. We fought for our lives every day to get some grow. Wayne also had memories of being a pickpocket and a thief. However, there had been just one unwritten rule. That rule was to never steal from the truly impoverished people. They would only target those schemers who tried to make an easy buck in these chaotic times. He said some, like, sort of edgy things, I feel like. But you're right, his edge is a little dull today. He might be saving up all the edge just to say something incredibly cringy later. I will probably not be able to stop laughing. I'm sorry, Wayne. Fun fact, actually. There's... I think it's Yen Press. They're releasing a prequel to Rose Gun's Days, which focuses on Wayne, which is pretty cool. They also have manga versions of Season 1, 2, and 3 of Rose Gun's Days, but not 4 for some reason. And I'm not sure they'll ever release that. There's no word on it. It's a real weird sort of mystery, so I wonder what's up with that. But yeah, new stuff coming out literally right now that's Rose Gun's Days related. So that's cool. Yeah, get ready for the Edge. There will definitely be Edge, I think. Fingers crossed. That had been the sole unwritten rule Wayne had followed, back when he was a rat in this place. He could tell at a glance that the people chasing the boys were the underlings of one of those schemers.
Stop! Stop running, brats!
The boys ran into a blind alley, but they nimbly climbed over the fence.
What?
However, the very last one slipped and fell.
Ha! I've got you, brat! Do you think you can make fools of us? I'll kill you.
The boys who had escaped didn't come back to save him. Of course. Rats who fail to escape get chewed to bits. Only the rats who get away survive. In exchange for abandoning their friends, they'd have no reason to complain when they were abandoned themselves. That was the bitter rule of the familyless boys who were disparagingly called rats.
You just had to make things difficult. Stupid. Brat. Die.
That thug voice is absolutely destroying my ability to talk. Hold on. Finish my tea real quick. Ow. Those damn thugs. Out to get me. The boy had no way to resist these strong bodyguards who had returned from the front lines of the war. The men repeatedly kicked the boy, who was curled up in a ball and sinking into a mountain of trash. There had been tons of orphans who died in alleys after receiving beatings like this. Thank you, Wayne. That's enough. Kicking him won't get your stolen stuff back.
Huh? Who do you think you are? Wayne, I need you.
Are you these kids' boss or something? How are you gonna cover for this, huh? You've just been marking up and selling things you got through dirty methods, mocking the poor. But even rats can bite a cat.
You brat. Do you want to fight? You got one.
Oh god, here it comes. I missed one. Come on, Wayne. Come on, Wayne. Not bad.
You think I'd lose to a bunch of fat old guys?
He's too strong.
The men ran away, stumbling.
You okay there, boy?
Just what I'd expect from our big bro, our Aniki. I knew you were strong and cool. Yeah.
What are you doing tripping like that? If I hadn't showed up, you'd be dead.
It was just bad luck.
It's Aniki. Aniki Wayne's here.
Aniki's back.
Long time no see, guys. Find anything good to eat?
When it comes to eating, we'll do whatever it takes. Right? We'll pick pockets, steal, fish through the trash, shoe shine, or even beg to the American troops.
It's not much, but here's some of my wages.
Thank you, Aniki.
Don't waste it. Use it with care. And also, I've got a favor to ask you all.
We'd never refuse a favor for you, Aniki. What do you want?
We'd even do the ohiki or the kabe for you, Aniki.
Okay, I'm gonna file away that one for the fun facts section of the YouTube video. And screenshot it.
I'm looking for this American soldier. I'd like to know anything I can about him.
Alright, next up is the food cart lane. A street where low-wage earners gather to eat at cheap, terrible food carts. I can read. Definitely, for sure. Many poor faces gather, whispering everyday complaints and rumors. No good jobs to be had. $200 for all that. 200. No good jobs in the factory either. They seriously don't treat you like a human. They say that if you go to China, you can get money and land. I wonder if that's true. We work until we bleed, save up money, and use it to spend the night with a woman. And then the same thing all over again. And then, the women use the money we've saved up to buy foreign bags and coats as much as they like. Okay. Those American troops must be eating good stuff. Like steak. And eating scraps is about the best we can manage. We're grateful just to get something steaming. Hey, General. How much you watering down these drinks? This is water, I tell you. Water! If you've got a problem with it, go somewhere else. If you want better drinks, try bringing some money. Got it. This really is awful. It's just water that smells like alcohol. Who do you think you are? Are you complaining about my drinks? If you don't put a bit more alcohol into the mix, they'll lose patience with you. You're... Sergeant? Sergeant? I keep mixing up letters, so I thought that that's a samurai, and I was very fucking confused. But no, it's Sergeant Saimura. Hey there. Yep. You always used to steal sake and cover it up by watering it down, Captain. That takes me back. Ah, it does at that, Sergeant. Here for a meal? Of course not. How about a smoke? Inside the cigar case Cyrus took out of his pocket was a roll of $100 bills. So, what would you like to order? I'd like to borrow your connections again. I'm looking for someone. Oh, I know who it is you're searching for. It's a woman, isn't it?
And a truly beautiful lady of the evening at that.
Wrong. I'm looking for the man in this photo. Who's this? Some big shot American soldier? He's Lieutenant Peter McDowell. He disappeared 2 days ago. Well, it's not a name I've heard. Did he do something? Don't know. He was apparently a weirdo who liked going for walks in working-class neighborhoods. I imagine you know this, but there's quite a few people out there with a grudge against the American troops. Especially if you went there for walks alone in that desolated area. Even a big shot American soldier might not be able to avoid getting spirited away. It's likely that he's no longer among the living. Now, that would be a problem. At any rate, I have to find a corpse at least. The corpse of a big shot American soldier would certainly cause an uproar. Which means he's still alive? Either that, or he's tied to a heavy stone in Tokyo Bay. Oh, so scary. That's one way to put it, I guess. I don't care if he's alive or dead. Find out whatever you can about this man. There's no time. Sergeant. I'll do it, but this job won't come cheap. If there's someone crazy enough to take a pass at a big shot soldier, that's pretty damn serious. I understand. I'll make it worth your while. I'll poke around. But please don't get your hopes up. I love the way you say that, but still break your back to get the job done. Cyrus hugged the storekeeper and patted his back with his large hands. Then, he stuffed several crumpled $100 bills into the storekeeper's back pocket. That's the sergeant for you. I'm also taking on a separate case, so I'll need a little time. A separate case? Come to think of it, when I mentioned I was looking for someone, you thought I was searching for a girl. Yep. About another request to search for a person. I see. So you thought I was looking for the same woman? Just who is this woman? Who knows? I heard she's deep in debt to a nasty crowd. She's apparently a good source of income for them. They're supposedly scrambling all over the place looking for her. I don't know who she is, but I feel sorry for her. Still, I'm in a bigger rush. Our big shot soldier was spirited away 2 days ago. Time is of the essence. The woman also went missing 2 days ago. That case is also very urgent. Are you charging them your express rate? Sorry, that's capitalism for you. The soldier disappeared 2 days ago, and so did this woman. Hiraoka, do you think you could tell me a bit more about that woman? I can't talk about another customer's business. If I do, I'll be headed for Tokyo Bay too. So, you plan to throw me off and get your express rate paid, do you? Hey, that's capitalism. Evening Ladies City. A downtown area filled with places to spend wonderful nights with drinks and women. Almost all the places here are a part of the Primavera Alliance. Meryl could be seen in a taxi racing through the dazzling nighttime city.
I love this city filled with lies.
Meryl didn't dislike this dazzling, fleeting paradise that appeared only at night. Male customers came looking for women and a drink. The women made it seem like they were satisfying the men's desires for a fleeting moment. Both the men and women knew that it was a short-lived illusion. Short-lived illusion. That's what the City of Illusions was all about. She knew that there were people who hated this illusion, calling it fake. In that case, all dreams and hopes are fake.
Even if we know it's a fleeting dream, we immerse ourselves in that dream while it lasts. Isn't that what a metropolis of dreams is all about?
When the sun rises, I'll melt away and disappear. And when the curtain of night falls again, I'll shine once more.
Are the stars embarrassed that they can only shine at night? They aren't. Surely they're proud that they get to decorate the night sky beautifully. We are ladies of the evening. Women who color the night sky, who never receive the sun's light.
Still, from a man's perspective, it's easy to be envious.
You think so?
Men use the money they've worked themselves to the bone to save, and spend it all on a night with you people. If I knew this era would come, I would have asked to be born a woman. Okay, dude, sure.
Enough with the jokes. Even if an old guy like you became a woman, do you think you'd be able to pick up any customers at your age?
True enough. If a tired, middle-aged man like me became a middle-aged woman, not much would change.
And that's the point. Women have an extremely short lifespan.
Okay, sure. If you say so.
We only have men going crazy about us for a very short and youthful time between when we're born and when we die.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I misread that for a second. There's like a short time span within that time, rather than... Okay. I thought you said something very different for a second there, and it freaked me out. Yeah, exactly. I like how he just glossed over that all these girls put in like insane amounts of effort into their job. Because that dude implied like, oh, you just get to sit there and make money, but that's definitely not the case. But then if I were Meryl, I would also just be like, yeah, sure, I'll just let this guy talk. Yeah, entertaining people is hard. It's very difficult. Easier for some than others, but still.
We can only make money during that short span. On the flip side, how is it for you men? Men use their experience as a tool to improve themselves. Getting older certainly isn't a bad thing. Women are different. When we get old, there's nothing for us. We already feel that fear. That's why we're desperate to get as much money as we can while we're young.
I apologize for my rudeness. I guess women have it tough too. She got out of the taxi. She was at a club she had worked at before. Before it had joined the Alliance of Primavera, this club had been the heart of Meryl's faction.
It's a frantic life for ladies of the evening, too. Don't worry about the change. Give my regards to your wife.
Thank you, as always. You have my gratitude. Dude, this dude complaining when she always tips him? Holy shit. Rude. At least he knew that it was rude and apologized.
Men really don't know a thing about women, do they?
Are we gonna get a Meryl punch out minigame? Cause Sign me up for that.
Hey, how are we gonna get anywhere if you don't speak up? Who's in charge here? Look at this. You've ruined my expensive Italian suit, fool. Meryl. What is it? Trouble? Look at this, girlie. See this stain on me suit? That man spilled it on purpose. And this isn't the first time. You think you can talk to me like that? If you make me angry, you won't get off easy. So, you're demanding that they pay to have it cleaned? That's the oldest trick in the book for you people. Oh. It looks like we got a smart one here.
Punch him. Oh my gosh, she did it. Holy shit. Please, minigame, please.
Ow.
She just whacked him with a bottle.
What are you doing, bitch? Enough kidding around. Miso soup's good enough to wash any suit of yours.
Yes! I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. Oh my god, this is so cool. Holy shit. I'm so happy right now. I clicked out of the window. Get him, Meryl. Get them. I think I did okay there. It's thanks to Meryl, 100%. Holy shit. I got a bonus knife this time. Oh, that was amazing.
That should handle you. You underestimated me because I'm a girl, didn't you? Ah, Meryl, you're so cool. Thank you, Meryl. You saved us. It was so scary. Call for me whenever you run into trouble. I'll get rid of them for you. Yeah, it really is a relief to have you around, Meryl. But when I imagine what would happen if we couldn't get in touch with you, it really is terrifying. We need to get Captain Butler's backing, and soon. You there, gather all the ladies of the evening. We've got to find a person, fast. To find a person, fast? Someone was just here saying the same thing. Oh yeah, there was. Some shady-looking people said they were looking for a girl. Shady-looking people? Part of Alfred's gang? No, not them. They said they were pimps from near Edo River. They looked really, really shady too, right? I'd rather die than work at a place owned by those disgusting men. Well, putting that aside, has anyone seen the man in this photo?
That was... okay. I honestly initially was joking about wanting Meryl to fight. Because I kind of assumed, which is my bad, really. I assumed that they wouldn't do it. And then they did, and that's beautiful. That was genuinely... that was genuinely awesome. And I love this game a lot. Chinatown pushes into City 23 from City 22 to the north.
Chinatown's a small China, filled with a different sort of excitement than Japan. For some reason, I could not manage to read those sentences properly, but there you go. Ah, interesting music. The northern part of City 23 was a Chinatown region that spilled out from City 22's territory. Chinatowns were China in miniature. They were filled with a different sort of excitement than Japan. Thank you for giving me a redo of that line read. City 22, which lay at the northern I immediately bungled it again. Which lay at the northern border of City 23, was under the jurisdiction of the Chinese army and had become Chinatown. That Chinatown region spread into the northern part of City 23. Most of City 23 was a chaotic mixture of American, Chinese, and Japanese, but not here. This place was pure China. I'm not even gonna... I mean, I couldn't if I wanted to. People talking in Chinese. Or Chinese. The words you heard, read, and saw on billboards were all in Chinese. To a visiting Japanese person, this was clearly a foreign country.
I never cease to be amazed. It's enough to make you forget that this is Japan.
Salesgirl says something that I don't know how to read.
I'm not a customer.
Stella knows Chinese. I'm not sure how to, like... No. The game is helping with that. Stella answered in practiced Chinese. The salesgirl had apparently mistaken her for a Chinese person. As long as Chinese and Japanese people keep their mouths shut, it's hard to tell the difference between them. Partly because the war had ended so recently. You got your Google Translate app? The last thing she said was, I don't need to. Okay. Thank you for translating. Partly because the war had ended so recently, there was still a subtle wall between the Chinese of the victor state and the Japanese, the defeated state. Relations between the two were not flourishing. However, Chinatown was filled with things that you couldn't find anywhere else. It's said that Japanese people come in and out of the city, keeping their mouths shut and pretending to be Chinese. More Chinese. When Stella tried to enter a certain building, she was yelled at by a stiff-faced Chinese man wearing sunglasses. And then they converse. The man apparently knew Stella's face. After motioning for her to stay put, he told a man deeper inside that a guest was here. After a wait, a different man came out and guided Stella inside. Inside was a Chinese restaurant, but Stella was led even deeper inside. There was no one to be seen inside the store, and it didn't seem to be open for business. Knock, knock. Very familiar knocking noise. As the man knocked on the door, he informed whoever was inside that a guest was here. Surely, the person inside was the one Stella had come to meet. It is Genji, you're right. The young man behind the door answered in Chinese. Please come inside. I'll probably change the voice once I see who this is. If we even get... Well, actually, I don't think we've had a lot of, like, speaking characters that don't have portraits, so we'll definitely see this person. The next time she heard the young man's voice, he was speaking fluent Japanese. which makes my life a lot easier.
Long time no see. Meiju-san.
Everyone in this game looks so fucking cool.
Ah, Sawa-san.
Long time no see to you too. Is that... What is with this giant lizard though? Damn.
Come,
Have a seat. Have yourself a seat. That is a lizard on his shoulder, and it's huge. It's so big.
thanks. Is business as good as ever for you?
Yes, thank you for asking. You may tell Richard-san that business is thriving for us.
Is Hua doing well? Oh, it looks like she's gotten a bit bigger.
She never stops growing. This child has already become an adult. Meiju pet the iguana on his shoulder called Hua, an amiable smile on his face. He looked young, but his dignified presence made him feel like a man with much experience. The eyes behind his glasses showed him to be a man with great intelligence. Well then, what business do you have with me today?
You people always know things when you'd least expect it. It's very surprising sometimes.
Sawa-san, you give us too much credit.
Looks like you can be modest. But today, I want you to lend me your aid. I'm looking for the American soldier in this photo. He's Lieutenant Peter McDowell.
Yes, the American soldier who went missing 2 days ago. An individual with ties to a mafia family on the American mainland, and a case that the American occupying forces want hushed up.
It's as surprising as ever. The Chinese network.
The Chinese have many friends all over the world. And of course, the American forces do as well.
If you know that much, that'll make this quick. For certain reasons, we're looking for that lieutenant too.
And you demand that Chinatown aid in this search as well?
Oh? Are you saying that you want a give and take relationship?
No, nothing of the sort. Richard-san is my precious business partner. If I made you angry, it would interfere with my business.
Thanks. I love you, Meiju-san.
Smooch. Noise, I don't know. Hold on. Your sexy charm has me in a swoon, Stella-san.
Please let us know if you hear anything.
But of course, you may count upon it. Well, that went very smooth. Aha! We love an automatic... Is this page 1? Let's go page 1. We love an automatic save moment. Alright, that means we got another chunk of a chapter done. Thank you for your save reminder. He's back. I forgot to mention Kid Eiji, who just sort of showed up, was a badass and very cool, and then left. Like, 10 out of 10 character design. Just saying. I forgot his, what? I cannot remember how I did his voice, though. I'll just make up a new one. Rumor has it that a woman in debt who was sold into prostitution fell in love with a young American officer at first sight and disappeared. You know the name of that officer? I don't know that much, but I know they both ran away 2 days ago. I'm on the scent. Do you think you could tell me a bit more? The woman's name is Helena Kanzaki. She's supposed to be a high-class girl and fluent in English. A high-class girl? You know, a girl who isn't just beautiful, but who can speak English or Chinese. I see. If they can only speak Japanese, they could only get poor Japanese customers. Women like that make money on a whole different level. She's a money tree that her owners can't afford to let go of. Lieutenant McDowell only speaks English. On top of that, his family is part of a famous mafia group. He probably has money to spare. Looks like there's a pretty good chance this American officer was that woman's customer. He was supposedly interested in Japanese culture, so he'd wander around the city alone whenever he was off duty. A clumsy youngster like that wouldn't want it known that he was visiting ladies of the evening. What sort of woman is Helena? From what I've heard, she's definitely a woman to be pitied. She was forced to bear a massive debt that her father picked up at the disaster, and was apparently forced to work as a prostitute by some shady customers. Customers? It's possible that this young, earnest officer felt sympathy for her and helped her escape. When they escaped, they apparently bumped into the boss of her owners, and both sides exchanged gunfire. When that happened, the woman was lightly wounded. Apparently, the boss was hurt pretty bad. It's starting to come into shape. It's enough to make you cry. Now that their boss has been shot and their money tree escaped, they're in a furious rage. Bring back the woman. Don't bring back the man alive. Is that it? If that's the man you're looking for, you'd better hurry. I agree. If they find him first, the lieutenant will end up wrapped in a mat and thrown into the river. Thanks for your help. I figured you were a big name around here. I'm glad I relied on you. I'm honored that you remembered me, Shishigami. Drop by whenever you're in trouble. In fact, drop by more often. I've taken a liking to you. He likes us. I'm grateful. I'll treat you the next time there's a chance. The dumbass. Treating people is my job. Stop getting around and drop by more often. I love him. He's so cool. I'll be back. When I do, let's have a nice, relaxing drink. Look at that big smile, yeah. He's so cool. Oh dear. A man was caring for a woman who lay on a bed and seemed to be having trouble breathing. The man was a Caucasian American. His face was the same as the one on that photo. Helena, hang in there. Peter, I'm sorry. This fever just won't go down. Helena's chest was wrapped up with bandages. Her gun wound might have gotten infected when she was shot. Helena had broken out into a high fever and was unable to get up from her bed. There was a knock on the door, and an American priest came in. Lieutenant, how is she doing? Her fever just won't go down. Let us ask a doctor for help. I know some we can trust. No, we can't. We just can't. They know that Helena's been wounded. They must be keeping an eye on doctors as well. I have a friend who is a doctor we can trust. I'll tell him what happened and sneak him in here. Can you really trust him? Really? Do you plan to leave Helena as she is? You need to call a doctor for her sake. Leave it to me. The father left the room. Peter clutched at his head, crouching in pain. Even though I was trying to do it for you, how could it come to this?
Peter, please don't blame yourself.
The man I shot when we ran is probably dead. I'm already a killer. I can't go back to the army now. What should I do?
Don't worry about me. Go back to the army. Just say that I fired the gun. That will resolve everything.
No. What would happen to you then? I promised I'd take you back to America with me. I promised that we'd always be happy.
Just hearing you say that made me so happy.
Helena writhed in fever, sweating huge drops of sweat. Peter gently wiped the sweat off her, then clutched his head and faced the floor. What can I do? Windmill cameo. That windmill would not do anything. The thingies are wrong. It's probably just decorative, but still.
Thanks, everyone. We know a lot now.
The ones searching for Helena seem to be a very dangerous bunch. Their reputation is extremely bad, and you might as well call them the Mafia. When the lieutenant ran away with the woman, he shot their boss and hurt him pretty bad. Sounds like they're going crazy over it. We don't find them first. That big American soldier's life is probably in danger.
But that Helena girl has a really sad story too. Those people bought up the debt that her father borrowed for his business, and then they forced her to enter the world of the night.
The lieutenant probably felt sympathy for her too. As a fellow man, I can understand that.
I want to save both of them. That's why we've got to find them faster than those other guys. Yeah, let's rescue them both.
That is how we feel, but our greatest priority is the lieutenant alone.
It's likely that the two of them are together, right? I don't think we have anything to worry about here.
The worst possibility for us is that the others find them before we do. We'll probably kill the lieutenant. It doesn't look good. That's right. Currently, there's a 50-50 chance that the lieutenant will be killed.
We should take custody of the lieutenant while he's still alive. We must save him.
In that case, we'll need some guarantee that the lieutenant's life will be spared, regardless of who finds them first.
What do you mean?
I see. Strike a bargain. Let's try to make contact with them. And then we can propose a cooperative search. No matter who finds them first, the lieutenant will go to us and we will hand over Helena.
Hold on there. What are you talking about? You want to tear the two of them apart? I get that you're trying to prepare for the worst case situation as usual. Still.
Primavera needs Captain Butler's support as soon as possible. For that reason, it is essential that we resolve this case in a way that makes the captain come off looking as favorably as possible. It's true that only the lieutenant is our greatest priority.
That's not good enough. We have to save them both.
We just need some insurance.
Leo-kun, if we do that, the two of them will...
If they find them first, we'll give up and take the lieutenant only. But if we find them first, then who gives a damn about those guys? No one has the right to tear apart that pair of lovers, not even God.
Leo, you really can say the craziest things with a straight face. Well, even if they find those two first, there's no guarantee that they'll keep their promise. It goes both ways.
If it comes out that we broke our end of the deal, things will get dicey later on.
When that happens,
Here it comes. Here comes the edge.
I'll just have to tear them apart with my fangs.
Oh, Wayne. I would like to avoid increasing Primavera's enemies if at all possible. I can hardly imagine that the gain of saving Helen balances out the costs of angering them.
However, if we tell the lieutenant that this was part of a deal to save him, if we try to hand over the person he loves right in front of him, do you think he'd accept it?
Will you be able to use that as an excuse when some member of Primavera is harmed due to their reprisals? If we don't offer them a deal, there's a 50-50 chance that the lieutenant will die. If bringing him back as a corpse would guarantee us Captain Butler's backing, that would be one thing, but...
The captain is testing us, isn't he?
He's got to be hoping for the best possible ending. This guy's family is part of a huge mafia group, right? If he dies, things could get nasty.
And if things get nasty, the captain's reputation will be crushed. Bringing the lieutenant back safely is an absolute condition.
It's up to you, madam, to decide. I will not complain no matter what you choose. We'll do all we can to. Still, we've got to prepare for what happens if they beat us to it.
That's right. After all, they've been searching longer than we have. It's more likely that they'll find those two first.
You are the madam of Primavera. You should make the decision that is best for Primavera.
I understand. Richard, please make contact with them.
Very well.
Everyone, please continue to search for them. I believe that the girls of Primavera will scorn any decision to abandon the two lovers to avoid trouble with those people. Yeah, that's right. I agree. It's 100 times better to be hated than thanked by men like that, who force a girl to bear a debt and sell her body.
If that's your decision, Rosa, I can't just sit around here. Just like before, we've got to find them before they do. So, we're cupids of love now. Better go all out.
Make sure you bring the two of them back safely.
Yeah! Wayne doesn't have fangs. His baby teeth haven't fallen out yet. Plus, he's a rat, right? Self-proclaimed. I'm not insulting him. Rats don't have fangs. They have, like, the big front teeth. They don't have fangs. What the fuck, Wayne? He's really toning down on the edge today, though, so proud of him for that, I guess. Ah, hello. Sorry for calling you so many times. I'm Philip Butler, the local manager of City 23's Department of Public Order. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. McDowell. Do you understand who I am? Of course, sir. I do know your distinguished name. I doubt there's a person on the East Coast who doesn't know it. Very well, then. Let me be blunt. Your superiors seem to be frantically trying to hide the fact that my little brother is missing, but that won't work on me. I've stopped it from going any further for now, but it will probably reach Papa's ears soon. Sure, let's go with that. Papa is fond of Peter. Extremely fond. Papa never batted an eye no matter how many bruises my older brother and I piled up. But when it happened to Peter, he sent the other guy's family a pig's head that had been chopped off while it was still alive. I'm fully aware that this is a matter of concern. For concern. Thanks to you, I'm taking care of the pigs in their sty. The postal workers who bring you your packages will stink with rotting pig flesh. Please, stay calm, sir. I'm not like my cowardly superiors. Could you leave this in my hands, just for a while? I will find Peter for you. If you can't, your bathtub will be filled with a pig blood shower. However, if you can reach a satisfactory conclusion, that makes us friends. I'm no fool, sir. I'll definitely bring you good news. And if the worst happens, I swear that I will protect Peter's honor. That is important. Papa and my siblings prize honor above all else. Very well, Captain. I'll put my trust in you. However, if Papa ends up angry, then the champagne corks greeting you upon your return to the States will be made of lead. I thought there would be more pig analogies, I'll be honest. Or threats, really. They're not analogies at all. A pig can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute? I have so many questions. How do you know that? How do they, like the world at large, know that? How do you test that? What? Bricktop? What? Is that a real thing or not? That can't be real, right? I mean, I know pigs eat basically anything, but still. It's a quote from a film. Okay. I still have so many questions. But hey, maybe this guy also watched that film, so. Depends on how old it is, I guess. Phew. How terrifying. Things go well, that's a great achievement for me. My superiors and the family will be in my debt. And even if things go badly, well, I'll just have to let Primavera take the fall. We're in Japan, at the extreme end of the Far East. I can talk my way around anything. It's a piece of cake. Hehehe. An old American headed towards his church in a working-class neighborhood. His bag was filled with medical tools. He was a devoted doctor who had come to Japan to care for the poverty-stricken Japanese people. My. This is quite a troublesome request you've made, Father. Oh, I guess he's young. I just assumed Doctor old, I don't know. My. Oh wait, it's father as in not his dad, but father as in the priest.
Hold up. We're back to old. I was thinking of Dr. Nanja for sure. The doctor sighed, looked up at the church, then stepped into its grounds. Indeed super old, you're right. At that moment, a crowd of shady-looking men appeared from behind him, surrounding him. Ah, shit.
Howdy, Mr. Foreign Doctor. Here for a house call? Got some business at this church? Do ya? Who are you here to examine?
Who are you people? Stop! My back!
He's got medical supplies in here. There's no doubt.
The men plunged into the church. What are all of you doing here? This is a church. They've got to be here. Search for them.
Hey there, Father. You wouldn't happen to be hiding a wounded Japanese woman and an American man in here, would you?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You know, we've had an idea since a while ago. We knew something smelled about this church. Hey, Aniki. They're here. We found them. Helen and that bastard. So, you were hiding in a place like this? Damn you, wasting our time.
We've been looking for you, Helena. You've still got lots and lots to pay off, after all.
You American bastard, that's one hell of a trick you tried to pull.
I'll go back with you, so please let him go.
Well, we can't have that. He shot our boss. The boss has got no intention of letting people who mock him survive, even if they're American soldiers. What are they talking about? They're saying they're going to kill you. What are you jabbering in English? Speak in Japanese. I won't let you lay a finger on Helena.
What's with this guy? What's with that glare? You wanna have a go?
Hey, take it easy. It's the boss who'll get to enjoy ripping this guy a new one. Once the boss has had his fun, we'll let him have a nice long drink in Tokyo Bay. Don't try and resist. Don't you care if the woman dies? Stop. I'm the one you're angry at, right? Don't point a gun at her.
Tie this bastard up.
Stop it. Damn it. Ugh. Aniki, are you sure we're okay with this? That Richard guy made us say we'd hand him over. That was just insurance in case they found him first. Nothing to worry about. Please stop. Please, forgive Peter. I don't care what happens to me.
We aren't gonna do anything you say, scum. Because you scampered off, we got our asses kicked.
You're an attractive woman, so we've got a lot more money to make off you. If you don't let him go, I won't work anymore. Don't you try and act tough now, lady of the evening. If you won't be a good girl and do your job, we'll have to change how we do things, see? Uh-oh. Gotta mark that up for a content warning. I have a list and I update it on the go. Just in case. What's that syringe for? Stop! Don't you touch her! We could give you the kind of body that'd do its job willingly. No, stay away from me. Stop it, stop! Don't you touch her.
Don't you touch her! I'll do my job. I'll work as hard as I can. So let him go. Let him go! Helena! Helena! Stop it! Peter. No! Oh. Are we playing doctors? Then let me be the nurse.
Who the hell are you?
I knew it was Leo. The name's Nightingale. Pleasure to meet you. Oh shit. Lawrence looks very different than how I imagined. That was a close one. Oh.
Who in the world are you?
A white-coated angel. Forgot the coat, though.
You bastard.
You dare to...
His strength is insane. Just who is this guy?
At that moment, the sound of many rushing footsteps raced towards them.
Leo-kun.
It must have been some fight. That's Leo for you. I turned the other cheek and hit him there too. Then figured it had gone a bit too far.
You took out all these people by yourself? You're really too strong to be believed.
Oh, Wayne.
I could take out this many people. No sweat. Okay, little baby. Don't be jealous. Are you Helena? He's Lieutenant Peter McDowell, right? Yes. Who on earth? Don't worry. We're your friends.
This is a problem, you people. I believe you agreed to hand the lieutenant over unharmed.
We can't let you have him. The boss is gonna take really good care of this kid.
What's that? You need more injections? At that moment, the sound of many more rushing footsteps raced towards them. They were the friends of these ruffians. They had probably called for backup as soon as they entered this church. A large group of people surrounded Leo's bunch.
Looks like the tables have turned, huh? You really made a mess here. Don't plan on getting off easy.
If you had given us the lieutenant, the deal would have been settled, correct?
Shut up. Oi, you guys. Give these bastards a lesson in pain.
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's kill this American slowly right in front of Helena here. We've got plenty of injections waiting for you later, Helena. We'll have you taking on customers till they ground you down to your skin and bones. That's disgusting. Why would you say that? After all, ladies of the evening are disposable. You're gonna earn us as much dough as you can. Everyone, please, take these people down. Yeah.
Got it, boss. Holy shit. Go Stella.
I'm still hungry.
They've got numbers, but they're all small fry.
You've been raised as a big eater, haven't you? Good news then. Plenty of seconds coming your way today.
The difficulty is slowly increasing, and it's freaking me out. Because I want to do good.
Now there's a surprise. You certainly put on a cute face. About 99% of a woman wants to smack a man in the face. Just once.
Yep, women are scary. Oh, shit. Oh my god. The timer is running out so quickly now, and they keep adding extra defense clicky things. Ah. And it's quick. Sad. Yeah, one click away from a perfect score again. Either they're stronger than the average thugs, or the game is slowly ramping up, and it's gonna hit a point where I can't win anymore. And then we get our asses kicked. And, oh well. Cross that bridge when we get to it. I should practice, you're right. Thing is, it scales, so the more I practice, the more effort I'll have to put in. Because it's gonna get more and more difficult, so maybe I shouldn't practice.
It's pointless to continue this any longer. Our bodyguards are really tough.
Can't win. Ugh.
So these are the bodyguards of Primavera, from the rumors.
The ones who beat the crap out of Alfred's guys with just 3 men. Then sent crazy Alfred to the hospital? No, to the trash, specifically.
And the one who did that last bit was little old me. What a stupid man. Just running out into the street all of a sudden like that.
What will you do? We can take care of every one of you, if you find that necessary. Wait. I understand. We'll give you the man. Very wise of you. If you'd followed our agreement in the first place, we could have avoided some needless trouble. In that case, the woman belongs to us. You've got no objections there, right? From what I've heard, she owes a debt of 1 million Japanese dollars.
Yes. It's my father's debt.
It's truly saddening, but I'm afraid you are their property until you finish repaying that loan.
That's right. You know what you're talking about, don't you, man?
We'll take the lieutenant. We'll hand over the girl. That satisfies our agreement.
Lieutenant, over here.
What about her? Will she be set free?
Peter, thank you so much for everything.
Helena? What do you mean?
I am a lady of the evening. I can't live in happiness with you. I beg you, forget about me and find happiness for yourself.
That's... No! Helena!
Such a tearful goodbye. I don't understand a word of their English, but I can guess good enough.
You're done saying goodbye, we're done here. Hey, you, get over here.
Sayonara, Peter. Even though you've sunk to becoming a lady of the evening, you still dreamed of finding a normal person's happiness. Really? You ladies of the evening are just tools. Tools to suck money out of men until you die. Our first deal is over. Now we have a new deal for you. A new deal? I've heard her debt measures 1 million Japanese dollars. In other words, that's her price. Richard-kun.
Richard snapped his fingers. Cyrus picked up a heavy attaché case that had been sitting in the back and slammed it on the ground in front of the men.
1 million Japanese dollars in fresh bills. That's enough for us to buy Helena-san from you. What did you say? She isn't what you want, right? It's the money she'll earn that you want, isn't it? In that case, even your boss should be satisfied with this.
You just filled up $1 million in front of us, just like that? Wait, that's not something for us to decide. We have to ask the boss.
No. We'll buy her from you right here, right now. I won't take no for an answer. You've all said things that can never be forgiven. Even we ladies of the evening are human. We aren't tools. Everyone is working as hard as they can to earn money and make a living. It's possible that we are unfortunate as women. We sell our youth, the time when we're loved by everyone. We sell our happiness and exchange it for money. But even so, that doesn't mean there's any rule that says we can't find happiness. Ladies of the evening are tools for sucking out money? I can't let you get away with saying that. Yes, it cannot be forgiven. I am Rose Haibara. I will never forgive anyone who tramples upon a girl's dignity. If this money isn't enough to make you agree, fine. I, Rose Haibara, will... Primavera will stand against you. Don't take a woman's happiness lightly. I'm very angry right now.
Oh. I don't know which context that O is, so I'm assuming he's scared? I don't know.
Are you taking the money or aren't you?
I will personally go to speak with your boss. Our employer is the headquarters of the occupying forces in this city. I believe everyone wants this to be settled peacefully. Us, our employers, and you as well. Is that not so?
We understand. Helena-san, it's all right now. It's all over. Is it really? That much money, and all for my sake, the sake of a stranger. I am Madame Rose. Whether they're part of Primavera or not, I will protect all ladies of the evening.
I've got shivers running down my spine. It's so manly of her.
Isn't she? That's why we all fell in love with her.
That's why everyone wants to take care of her. Helena.
Peter. Peter.
I'll never let go of you again. I swear to make you happy for as long as you live.
How lovely. A commitment of love made in a church.
What a joke. A man too weak to protect even a single woman. Holy shit, Wayne. Can you not? Stella-san, you shouldn't hit men there. He deserves it.
Find happiness, Johannesson. Thank you, Madam Rose. You're welcome.
And so, Primavera succeeded in rescuing Lieutenant McDowell safely. Captain Butler arranged to have the events of those 2 days kept secret, and the various investigations regarding Lieutenant McDowell were covered up. Later on, he supposedly received an honorable discharge and took Helena back with him to his homeland. The family showed some disapproval over his marriage to a Japanese woman, but I hear that by that time, he'd become a man of his own. It seems he firmly explained his feelings to his family, and found Helena happiness for the rest of her life. Thanks to this incident, Captain Butler earned the trust of his superiors and was given even greater authority. Rumor has it that the McDowell family was also in his debt, and he managed to make quite a bit of extra cash. And so, he finally consented to support Primavera. Oh no. No. No, Butler. No. You get one. You get one every episode, and you already got yours, so we're not doing that.
Oh, you pervert, Captain Butler.
Hey babe, welcome to the stream. Thank you for reminding me to save. I will do that right now. Don't ask, babe. Don't ask. Avert your eyes. He's hungry. You can't let a man starve. That doesn't mean I have to like. That doesn't mean I have to read it out when he's eating, I guess. Okay, jeez. I kind of do, because that's why I'm here. I have my limits, okay? I'm putting my foot down. I'm putting my foot down.
You're very important to us, Captain. Drop by whenever you like.
Yeah, I'll drop by every day. I'll have to if I can have the booby harem of the two most popular girls all to myself. What is that? Hey. This is a curse. This is a curse.
If you had just me all to yourself, I could show you a heaven that'd be even more wonderful. No way! I'm not letting you have the captain. After all, he's the king of our harem.
I'm gonna cry. Just assume he's saying perverted shit, okay? Jeez. God. He's literally made more comments like that than Butler did in all of Umineko. Officially broke the record. And I'm not gonna sit here and let it happen. Okay.
The captain seems to be in a great mood.
It's because it's your club.
What do you mean?
Because this is your club, the girls can work in peace. That's what makes this place so fun.
Thanks, Leo-kun.
I'm worried. How are things supposed to be better with that perverted drunk on our side? We've paid for that insignia sparkling on the captain's chest. Then, all of a sudden, there was a large crash and the sound of someone yelling angrily. Hey, you take me for a fool? Who's in charge here?
If you underestimate us, you've got another thing coming. Got it? Honored customer, please don't be violent.
How are you going to take care of this? You'd better pay for my taxi at the least. Looks like we've got another scummy extortionist. Well, hold on a bit. That's right. We don't want to steal the show from our guest. Just who are you? Someone from the occupying forces? This is a place for drinking alcohol. I'll treat you to a round. He slowly walked up to the leader of the ruffians and brought a bottle smashing down onto his head. The bottle shattered dangerously. For some reason, it looked a little beautiful, like scattered gems. Name is Philip Butler, U.S. Army Captain. If you've got any beef with me, feel free to drop by headquarters whenever you like. What's an American officer doing here? The stores around here are my territory. If you plan to lay a finger on my women, I'll take you on anytime. Heineke, this is bad.
Damn it.
Let's retreat. We can't pick a fight with the American army. Let's stay away from this place. The men left dejectedly. Once they were gone, Butler turned around and winked. Things started to go back to normal around the world. Did you see that? Now that's Butler-sama's power for you. Rose-chan, open all the champagne in the club. It's all on me.
Yes, Captain. It'll be our pleasure. Come on, everyone. Let's open all the champagne.
Let's toast to Captain Philip Butler. He's a creep, but he's useful. And that's our chapter end. I wonder how many chapters there are, because that was only 2. I think that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. Because I forgot to take a break. So just pretend that I took like a 5-minute break, like a responsible person, instead of just going the whole time. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Anyway. Yeah, that'll be it for... I almost said for forever, but no, we'll be back next week. On Thursday, same time as always. Thank you for being responsible. Thank you for going along with my blatant lie. I appreciate that. Yeah. Next week, we will be back with... Yeah. With more Rose Guns Days on Thursday. And a regular stream on Wednesday. As per usual. And then the week after that, so we got yes episode next week, but the week after that and the week after that, so the upcoming 2 weeks after next episode, I will be away, either traveling or being in Italy, where I will turn my blood into noodles just like Leo's. So this is the first time I'm going out of the country in like 8 years, so that should be fun. But yeah, no stream then because I'm physically not here at all. So keep that in mind. I'm excited. because it's been a very long time since I actually had like a holiday where I went somewhere for more than like a weekend. I've had one or two weekends like away, but it's gonna be a whole week now. So I'm like leaving on Thursday and then arriving back on Thursday or Friday, so no stream then. But after those 2 weeks, we'll just get back into the flow and I'll hopefully be like refreshed and stuff, you know? Anyway. Oh, I'm sure the food will be good there, because, I mean, it's Italy. They got real good food. I'm gonna eat so much pizza, actually. Okay. Well, on that note, keep an eye on the YouTubes. My YouTube specifically, if you want. I'm making shorts now and posting those occasionally, and they're doing pretty, like, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with them. They're fun. Getting some help from friends with that as well. I appreciate that. And this episode will be up on YouTube ASAP. And yeah, shorts are like the new meta for YouTube for sure. The numbers are kind of crazy because I'm not used to double digits. I am not used to double digits. But shorts, yeah, they do the work. What? They work. I do the work. And then the shorts pull in the numbers. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. I'm having fun with it, so yeah, there's gonna be some Rose Guns Days shorts. And that's why I bring it up now. Okay. So yeah, little shorter episode today than normal, but hey, we reached a good stopping point. For a second there, I was really worried that the story was gonna get really sad, and then it didn't. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. Next week, I guess we'll find out where the story goes from here. Because we sort of just only finished the intro, I think. I'm really curious about how the rest is gonna go. So yep, next week. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being in the chat or lurking, whichever it is. Thank you for watching the VODs. I appreciate it so much. I hope you're having a good time. And I hope to see you again next week on either Wednesday or a Thursday. All right, let's bring in the last call. Pop on some music. All right, I hope you have a good night and day and week. See you again next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.